A large-scale counterattack by the Ukrainian army is the most anticipated event in the war against the aggressor Russia. The Ukrainian people have already shown strength, will, and a desire to liberate territories and have managed to defend their state. In an interview with Glavredy, Reserve Colonel, military instructor pilot Roman Svitin, the counteroffensive of the AFU has already begun, and activities such as the reconnaissance battle that is now being conducted. Processing and preparation of the battlefield is underway. Our drones have begun to destroy the logistics chains of fuel supplies. Long-range weapons have worked on Luhansk, Mariupol and Melitopol. This is very important. Such actions are carried out for a month, after which the next part of the offensive, the breakthrough, will begin. Then there will be a breakthrough of the second or third lines of defense 30 kilometers from the front line. Such actions will become noticeable at once. We are all waiting for the breakthrough, which will be within a month of the offensive. The offensives have been going on for at least a week. They began after May 7th, when the ground more or less dried up and it was possible to use the equipment. Therefore, there will be one or more breakthroughs tentatively before June 7th. Our already prepared reserves will rush there. Everything depends on the commander's plan and his intentions. On the Bakhmut direction, we have begun to occupy the heights we held earlier. We withdrew to the west of Bakhmut to cover the heights of Chasiv Yar and Kromovo. Then we moved from the direction of Chasiv Yar to Klesheyevka along the heights. The Russian troops can dig in and try to hold off the advancing AFU forces. They have no other options. It will be impossible for the enemy to hold the south. Under the circumstances, the Ukrainian offensive will drag on until about the end of the summer. I am referring to operations to sweep the Zaporizhia and Kherson directions and the entry into Crimea. If Moscow had decided to withdraw 150,000 of its military, we would have approached Crimea within a month of the offensive and started working with the peninsula. Meanwhile, Russia is experiencing a shortage of military equipment. Moscow is trying to get it with the help of China. Beijing will not dare to supply its equipment to Russia directly, but there are other mechanisms. In particular, all CSTO leaders who were present at Putin's May 9 meeting, Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, Kyrgyz President Sadir Japarov, Tajik President Emomali Rakhman, Uzbek President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko and Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, will be on the carpet with Xi Jinping in a few days. Most probably, they will decide how to deliver the Chinese military hardware to the CSTO countries in exchange for the countries of the bloc passing their old Soviet equipment to the Russian army. The Chinese will be wringing their hands at these leaders in exchange for the deal, Swin believes. According to him, in this way Beijing can help the Russian Federation to equip the 400,000 occupiers that Moscow is going to prepare for the fall, the second counteroffensive of the AFU. This is how China can help Russia staff 400,000 men. They will be trained somewhere closer to the fall, for the second stage of our offensive. We are preparing for that. The trip of our leaders to Europe clearly indicates such preparation by Kiev, Roman Svitin stressed.